Our Earth, a blue oasis in the vastness of space, is a marvel of natural beauty and intricate systems. From the lush rainforests teeming with life to the vibrant coral reefs beneath the ocean's surface, every corner of our planet showcases the wonders of nature. These systems have evolved over millions of years, creating a delicate balance that sustains life. However, this balance is now under threat. This planet, our only home, is facing a grave threat: pollution. The very air we breathe, the water we drink, and the soil that grows our food are being contaminated. Factories emit pollutants causing smog and acid rain, harming health. Rivers and lakes, once pristine, are now choked with waste. Pollution is not just an environmental issue, but a human one. It affects our health, our communities, and our future. This is not a tale of distant planets or far-off galaxies, but a story about our home, our planet, and our collective future. The impact of pollution is felt in every corner of the globe. The health of our planet is intrinsically linked to our own well-being. The Earth, a vibrant sphere of life, appears serene from space. However, beneath this tranquil facade lies a sobering reality. We are polluting our planet at an alarming rate, and the consequences are becoming increasingly evident. The very elements that sustain us, air, water, and land, are being contaminated by our actions. This contamination is not just a local issue, it is a global crisis. The intricate web of life that has taken millions of years to develop is unraveling before our eyes. This is not a problem for future generations to solve. It is a challenge we must confront now. The longer we wait, the more difficult it will become to reverse the damage. The consequences of inaction are dire. We are witnessing more extreme weather events, rising sea levels, and mass extinctions. These changes are not just statistics, they are real and happening now. The health of our planet is intrinsically linked to our own. Ignoring the signs of environmental degradation is akin to ignoring a fever. It is a recipe for disaster. We have a responsibility, not just to ourselves but to future generations, to protect our planet. The time for complacency is over. We must act now, with urgency and determination, to address this global crisis. The future of our planet, the future of humanity, hangs in the balance. Every action we take today will shape the world of tomorrow. It is up to us to decide whether we will continue down a path of destruction or choose a path of sustainability and hope. The choice is ours, and the time to act is now. Pollution is the introduction of harmful substances into our environment. These substances, often invisible to the naked eye, infiltrate the very air we breathe, the water we drink, and the land we depend on for food and shelter. These substances, known as pollutants, contaminate our air, water, and land, creating a toxic cocktail that affects every living organism on the planet. Disrupting the delicate balance of nature, pollution interferes with the natural processes that sustain life. From the smallest microorganisms to the largest mammals, no creature is immune to its effects. They come in many forms, each posing a unique threat to our planet and its inhabitants. Air, water, and land pollution are the most prevalent, but noise and light pollution also play significant roles in disrupting ecosystems. Air pollution, a noxious cocktail of gases and particulate matter, hangs heavy over our cities, creating a visible reminder of our unsustainable practices. The smog that blankets urban areas is not just an eyesore, it is a health hazard. A visible reminder of our unsustainable practices, air pollution is primarily caused by the burning of fossil fuels. This includes emissions from vehicles, factories, and power plants which release harmful substances into the atmosphere. Vehicles, factories, and power plants spew out a constant stream of pollutants, including carbon monoxide, sulfur dioxide, and nitrogen oxides, into the air we breathe. These pollutants can cause respiratory problems, cardiovascular diseases, and even cancer. Water pollution, often less visible, is no less insidious. It seeps into our water bodies, contaminating the very source of life. The pollutants in water can be chemical, biological, or physical, each with its own set of harmful effects. Industrial waste, agricultural runoff, and untreated sewage find their way into our rivers, lakes, and oceans, poisoning aquatic life and contaminating our drinking water. These pollutants can cause severe health issues, including gastrointestinal diseases and neurological disorders. Poisoning aquatic life and contaminating our drinking water, water pollution disrupts the food chain. Fish and other marine creatures ingest these pollutants, which then make their way up the food chain, ultimately affecting human health. The once pristine ecosystems are now struggling to survive under the weight of our pollution. Coral reefs, wetlands, and forests are all suffering, leading to a loss of biodiversity and the collapse of ecosystems. Land pollution, the most tangible form of this environmental scourge, scars the Earth's surface. It is the result of human activities such as mining, deforestation, and improper waste disposal. Landfills overflowing with garbage, industrial wastelands leaching toxins into the soil, and the indiscriminate use of pesticides all contribute to the degradation of our land. These practices turn fertile grounds into barren wastelands, making it difficult for plants and animals to thrive. Turning fertile grounds into barren wastelands, pesticides not only kill pests, but also beneficial insects and microorganisms that are essential for soil health. This leads to a decline in soil fertility and an increase in soil erosion. Pollution in all its forms is a silent killer, slowly but surely eroding the very foundations of life on Earth. It affects the air we breathe, the water we drink, and the food we eat, making it a pervasive threat to our health and well-being. It is a stark reminder of our broken relationship with the natural world, and a call to action to mend our ways before it's too late. We must take immediate steps to reduce pollution, adopt sustainable practices, and restore the balance of nature to ensure a healthy planet for future generations. Vehicles, the backbone of modern transportation, are major contributors to air pollution. With each revolution of their engines, they release a toxic cocktail of gases, including carbon monoxide, nitrogen oxides, and particulate matter, into the atmosphere. Industrial activities, the engines of economic growth, are also major polluters. Factories and power plants release a plethora of harmful substances into the air, from sulfur dioxide and heavy metals to volatile organic compounds, contributing to smog, acid rain, and respiratory problems. The burning of fossil fuels, coal, oil, and natural gas, to generate electricity and power our vehicles, is a major source of air pollution. This reliance on fossil fuels comes at a high price, releasing greenhouse gases into the atmosphere, contributing to climate change, and jeopardizing the health of our planet. Reducing air pollution requires a multi-pronged approach. We need cleaner transportation systems, stricter regulations on industrial emissions, and a shift towards renewable energy sources. The air we breathe is a shared resource. Its protection demands a collective effort. Industrial waste, often laden with heavy metals, chemicals, and other toxic substances, is discharged into water bodies, poisoning aquatic life and rendering the water unfit for human consumption. These pollutants can accumulate in the tissues of fish and other aquatic organisms, leading to bioaccumulation and biomagnification, which can have severe consequences for the entire food chain, including humans who consume contaminated seafood. The consequences of these irresponsible practices are devastating, leading to fish kills, contamination of drinking water sources, and long-term ecological damage. Fish kills not only disrupt the aquatic ecosystem, but also affect the livelihoods of communities that depend on fishing. Contaminated drinking water sources pose a direct threat to human health, causing a range of illnesses from gastrointestinal infections to more severe conditions like cancer. Agricultural runoff, carrying fertilizers, pesticides, and animal waste, flows into rivers and lakes, causing eutrophication. This runoff introduces high levels of nitrogen and phosphorus into water bodies, which act as nutrients for algae. The resulting algal blooms can block sunlight from reaching underwater plants, disrupting the aquatic ecosystem and leading to the death of fish and other organisms that rely on these plants for food and oxygen. This process, characterized by excessive nutrient enrichment, leads to algal blooms, which deplete oxygen levels in the water, creating dead zones where aquatic life cannot survive. These dead zones can span vast areas, rendering them uninhabitable for most marine life. The loss of biodiversity in these areas can have far-reaching impacts on the overall health of the ocean and the services it provides to humanity. Untreated sewage, a potent cocktail of pathogens, nutrients, and organic matter, is another major source of water pollution. When released into water bodies, it can lead to the proliferation of harmful bacteria and viruses, posing significant risks to human health. The presence of untreated sewage in water can also lead to the growth of harmful algal blooms, further exacerbating the problem of water pollution. Discharged into water bodies, it poses significant risks to human health, causing waterborne diseases, contaminating shellfish beds, and rendering water unsafe for swimming and other recreational activities. Shellfish, such as oysters and clams, can accumulate pathogens and toxins from polluted water, making them dangerous to consume. Recreational activities in contaminated water can lead to skin infections, gastrointestinal illnesses, and other health issues. Protecting our water resources requires a multifaceted approach. It involves not only addressing the sources of pollution, but also restoring and preserving natural ecosystems that can help filter and clean water. Wetlands, for example, play a crucial role in trapping pollutants and providing habitat for wildlife. Community involvement and education are also essential in promoting sustainable practices and raising awareness about the importance of clean water. Stricter regulations on industrial discharges, sustainable agricultural practices, and investment in wastewater treatment facilities are crucial steps towards ensuring clean and safe water for all. Implementing advanced treatment technologies can significantly reduce the amount of pollutants entering water bodies. Encouraging industries to adopt cleaner production methods and reducing the use of harmful chemicals in agriculture can also make a substantial difference. By working together, we can protect our precious water resources for future generations. Did you know air pollution kills more people annually than smoking? Let us know your thoughts in the comments.